We are back. Let's get into these small boho knotless braids. This is the curly hair that I use, and I found this at my local beauty supply store. So when I'm starting my braid off, I like to comb it all up into the center. This helps it to be nice and flat. I make a braid motion, but I'm not quite starting off a braid yet. And when I'm feeding the hair in, I just form a C with my pointer and my index finger, and I'm gripping it with the rest of my fingers on that hand, and I'm feeding the hair in between my pointer and my thumb finger, and I'm doing that every time. I realized this angle wasn't so good, so I'm going to switch it to a different angle so that you can see what I mean when I say I'm feeding it in between my index and my thumb finger. And by the way, if you're not yet a member of the Slay Gang, make sure you stop what you're doing and mash that subscribe button. I'm Sheree. I'm a licensed cosmetologist and I specialize in braids, but we're about to do some reinventing, and I'm going to say I'm just a licensed cosmetologist. I do plan to do more than just braiding. I want to branch off and start back doing natural hair care and makeup services and all that stuff. So I'm Sheree and I'm a licensed cosmetologist. And if you would like hair tutorials, vlogs, and all that type of stuff, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. We don't have a niche here, guys, but hair is one of the things that I love to do on my channel. So make sure you subscribe to get some of that good content. So with feeding the curly pieces in, I just added the same way as I would with extending the knotless braid. You just bringing it in between the right and the middle piece, and then you're just lifting it up. You can either lift it up, pull it to the side, or clip it up. Sometimes I just lift it up if it's not in my way, but if it is in the way, then I will use a clip to clip it up. And when you're in this part, you also want to make sure that you're still tucking your client's hair, because it's so easy for the client's hair to slip out of the braid in this section. So you just want to pay attention and make sure that you have a good grip on it still. And sometimes the straight piece from the top of the boat will stick out the braid. Just make sure that you know that it's the bulk hair and not the client's hair, because you never want to cut the client's hair whenever you're braiding. That's why tucking is really important. As always, I'm using my favorite braid gel, Lock-In. Lock-In is a little bit on the pricey side. I pay about $25 from it, but the prices range from $25 to $30, just depending on your local beauty supply store. You can also get it on Amazon, but that's the braid gel that I like to use because it doesn't leave white residue and it holds any hair texture, and it's just the bomb. And no, that's not sponsored. They need to sponsor me. Lock-In, if you seeing this, sponsor your girl, because I be promoting y'all in just about every video, but y'all really, like, that's just my favorite gel. It's not sponsored. I pay my own coins with it, and it lasts with like 6 clients, no lie. And on the first couple of rows, I'm only going to be adding like 1 piece to each braid, because my friend didn't want too many of the curly pieces, because the boho style is high maintenance. So if you're not used to like high maintenance styles, you may not need as many pieces for that real full look. In her case, she didn't want a super full look, but I still added enough pieces for it to be full, because I don't like a skimpy boho look. So I did start to add 2 pieces to each braid at the top, because the braids kind of are longer at the top, because you're adding more hair at the top versus at the bottom. So while I'm at the bottom, I'm really just adding 1 piece. But if you're going for like a super full look, then I would say add 2 pieces to each braid. And I am adding hair to each braid as well. But yeah, she wasn't going for like too much hair. Originally she sent me a picture of a boho style with a lot of curly pieces, and then she was like, let's just do a little bit less than the picture because she heard that it was high maintenance, which it is. So if you're doing this style on a client for the first time, then just make sure you're explaining to them how to take care of this style because it does require maintenance. Now at the end of each braid, I like to tie knots because it helps the braid stay secure and it's not going to unravel. So you want to make sure you're doing this every time you do a knotless braid. Also clip those flyaways because this will increase the longevity of the style and it will make the braids appear way neater than keeping those flyaways on there. I hate the flyaways being on there. I'm not a lazy stylist, so I cut them off at every braid. Don't wait until the end. Do it as you go. When you're parting for knotless braids, just make sure you're keeping the comb as flat to the scalp as possible. This will help you get that nice straight part. And also just keep on cross-checking. I tell this in every knotless video. Cross-check and lift the parts up so you can make sure that the rows are even and your parting is even, okay? So just cross-check as you go and keep that comb flat to the scalp and you'll have a nice straight part. I also like to clean them up with the locking gel, so you'll see me part and then I'll clean a little bit with the gel. This just helps give that high definition looking part, and it's just easier to clean your parts that way to make sure they're nice and crispy. So make sure you're cleaning it up with the parts. Also make sure you're parting in the middle of each braid. This is going to give you that nice brick layer, and it's going to make the braids it's going to give the knotless braids that fuller look, which helps it be less scalpy, because you don't really want your knotless braids to look super scalpy because then it gives it that thin look. You still want them to look full and vibrant, so just make sure you're parting them in between each braid for that. So with this parting method that I'm using, when it gets to the top, a lot of people get confused. But what you want to do is just, instead of parting into a horseshoe motion, once you get into this middle section, what I like to do is part right down the middle, and I split that in half. And then I take both of the halves and split them in half. So I create 4 rows, and it's 2 rows on each side. Now, if you were to continue parting this in the horseshoe motion, it would be 2 rows left. But instead of me doing that, I like to do it this way because it makes it fuller and it gives me more control with the parting at the top. So try this out if you struggle with doing the horseshoe parting motion. It makes it easier, but I think that was the best type of way for me to explain that. And yeah. So I'm getting ready to dip her hair, but first what I'm going to do is separate all the curly pieces and clip them up because I don't want to dip those and risk like messing the hair up or whatever. So I'm just going to clip those up, and then I braided her ends because we went for a crinkly look at the ends. We didn't add the curly hair at the ends because all we had to do was crinkle it to make the ends camouflage with the curly pieces, which you're going to see after I dip it blended right on in with the curly pieces. So you really can't tell that she didn't have the hair at the ends too, because it looked like she had the hair added on, but really I just braided those and dipped them, which turned out so cute. So if you don't want to add the curly hair at the ends, just braid it and dip it in hot water, and boom, you got the boho look right there. This style was so fun to do, and it turned out so cute, and my friend looked so good with her small boho knotless braids. I hope this video was helpful. If you struggle with boho knotless braids, I hope you can try this out. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you learned anything from it, make sure you go ahead and mash that subscribe button and become a member of the Slay Gang, because I will have more hair content coming. And thank y'all so much for watching, and make sure you join the Slay Gang. And if you subscribe off of this video, make sure you comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.